I've been thinking about what I wanted to do a video on, and I guess this comes to mind. Imagine a place where there is abuse, neglect, starvation, deprivation of water, um, total loss of family, nothing you can do about it. When it's snowing, you're left outside. When it's hot, you have no water. And to know the only family you've ever known is all of a sudden gone and you don't know why. It goes on in this country with animals. They're abused, they're neglected, and with puppy mills out there, they should be put out. I mean, you see on the TV all the time how they're in all these small cages, and there's so many dogs in there, and yet the humane societies, the rescue shelters, and the abandoned dog. There are so many animals out there, so many dogs, and it goes on, and you go to trial for pouring gasoline on a dog and setting it on fire, you might get a fine. Or in the case of Patrick, the pit bull, he was starved, thrown down an elevator shaft, and left to die. And I mean, he was literally hanging by a thread to his life, and he was tied in a garbage bag, thrown down a elevator, or not an elevator shaft, a garbage chute, and luckily a maintenance man happened to find him. And from last I heard, he's doing well. But there are so many animals out there that are neglected, abused, and if you get a dog, it's a lifetime commitment. I've had two dogs in the past almost 20 years. And the first one I had, got her when she was 2.5. I had to put her to sleep. She was almost 15, and she had cancer. If you can't feed a dog, if you can't take it to the vet, if you can't give it water, if you can't give it attention, the dog's not meant to be tied up in a backyard on a 2 foot length of chain, and left there with no interaction. They're pack animals. And I just think that something has to be done. There has to be some federal interaction in the animal abuse laws. States, they're here and there. Some states, there was one, I can't remember where it was exactly, but animal control officers were using dogs for target practice and left them in a city dump. But this has got to stop. And if you agree, get in touch with people in your local, your state, even the federal level of government, and find out what you can do. Find out how to get laws changed. Find out how to, prosecute these people to the fullest extent of the law. People read about stuff or hear about stories, and they're like, oh, that's so bad, and the next day there's another one, another one, another one, and so forth. And until something is done to stop this, it's going to continue. But that's my thought on the subject. Let me hear yours.